Good morning, everybody. So today I figured, since I have stuff to talk about, I'd finally do a stitch with me, or let's get stitchy as I call them. So I just want to update you a bit on my life. I want to say 2 weeks ago, this Sunday, it would have been 2 weeks ago, I tripped on a flat floor, way to go me, and I broke my foot. But where my son has such short days at school, I wasn't able to go get seen by a doctor for maybe a week. So I was walking on broken bones for a week before I was able to get a boot for my foot and my x-rays and all of that fun stuff. It was pretty swollen and pretty bad. I won't post photos because I'm not gonna lie, they look pretty disgusting. I'm doing better, but it's weird to say this, but my bones are itchy. Oh, and just saying that, ugh, I hate it. So I'm stitching on 6 Cuties 3 that I had received from Fancells as a replacement for one of the kits that did not wash. And as you can see, I'm on the last girl. I will take before and after photos, before and after the back stitching. So hopefully I finish this in the next day or so, and then I can get started on all that back stitching. So besides my foot being broken, I wanted to talk about some local news to my area. In case you don't know already, I live in Topsom, Maine, so up on the coast. And last night around 8 p.m. a shooting had occurred, and it went on around till like 10:15, 10:30. The man is still at large, and police are looking like very hard to find this man. So far there are 16 confirmed deaths, and one news station on a post, like a news article, not active live news, had said there are 50 to 60 other people injured as well. So Lewiston isn't that big of an area, so they're assuming that he had fled to a different town. So my entire county is on lockdown. School is closed today, businesses are closed today, and the last time they had like any evidence of where this man was, they actually found his car in Lisbon, Maine, which is actually not that far from where I live. So we are just kind of sheltering inside. All the doors are locked. Businesses aren't open. Schools aren't open. And they don't have any information for us yet about any of the victims because, like I said, Lewiston is a small town. They don't have a very large police force. So they're more focused on finding this man because he still is out there. But I'm hoping that once they kind of get a plan in motion, they can converse with other officials, and we will get some information on the victims. They do have a suspect as to who it is, and it was a mentally unwell man that either worked for the army or military or something like that. And I guess he was institutionalized not that long ago, and said he's been hearing voices, so we aren't sure if this was planned or just kind of his mental health at play. But regardless, I just wanted to bring awareness to this issue because it still is ongoing and very close to where I am. And my heart goes out to all the families in Lewiston who have family members that have not returned home last night. Unfortunately, one of the locations that this man had committed violence at was a bowling alley, and presumably they were having a youth night. So it's just terrible offense, and it's not often stuff like this happens in Maine, but let me just say, if you don't know Maine very well, of course, of all of our towns, it would happen in Lewiston. Lewiston is kind of like what we would consider the trashy town. I'm going to go ahead and look for this red circle, which looks like it's number 15. Oh, and here, real quick, let me just... So this is what I've gotten done so far. Almost there, you guys. I've been working on this exclusively for the past week. When I get close to finishing something, it's like all I can focus on, so I've been focusing on this one pretty intensively. Oop, and I'm refitting 15. Okay. But yeah, and sadly enough, this is not the only incident that has already happened in this school year for us. It's frustrating, to say the least. We've already had a school bus crash. We've already had violence at one of our fairs, the Topsom Fair, which is about 3 minutes from my house, and they canceled school then. And it's just one thing after another, and it's really making me want to figure out how to homeschool my kid, because his first year of school was this year, and so all this bad stuff happening back to back, it's just kind of freaking me out, you know? Alright, got my needle threaded. But yeah, so I just thought I would bring awareness to that. I'm going to move on to a lighter topic now. Let me just grab my loop. Oop, oop. Hold on. There we go. So, better topics. My sister. If you don't know this already, I have a twin sister. We are identical. But she lives in the state of Montana with her children's father. So she was purchasing some toys from Walmart for delivery. And I don't know if you've heard of it. They're called Miniverse. They're basically like those balls of miniature toy foods, only with Miniverse you have to put them together and you do it with UV resin. Well, she had tried to order 3 balls, and keep in mind they're $10 per ball. So my sister said that her order was marked as dropped off, and she went outside and she's like, I don't understand, where is my order? And then she realized right next to her door, there were not 3 Miniverse craft kits or balls. She was given 3 entire pallets. Now, legally, the store cannot force her to give those back, but she estimated that it was around $700 and something worth of Miniverse, and she only paid $30 because she only ordered 3. So she's trying to figure out what happened and why she ended up with so many. This actually happened a few days ago though, so I think she's in the clear now to keep it. Again, they can't legally charge her for their mistake. But boy, oh boy, the kind of luck it takes to get that much stuff for free. But I've also read stories on Reddit about people getting an Xbox One for free because the store messed up and sent them 2 when they only ordered 1. And then the store didn't understand, so they got like refunded for the first one. The luck of some people, I swear. And then there's me getting my groceries delivered by Walmart and all of my fruit's moldy. Go figure that same day she gets lucky with all these gifts. But it's just kind of crazy how that works out, isn't it? I got to spend some time video chatting with my nieces when she video called me to tell me about that incident. And I feel so terrible. Her youngest doesn't fully understand where all of her family is. And every single time she hears me talking on the phone with my sister, she's always like, "Auntie, I miss you, Auntie. When are you gonna come visit? Why can't you ever babysit me, Auntie?" Because she doesn't understand that I am on the other side of the US. And I feel terrible because I haven't seen them in so long because of the distance between us. But she's such a sweet little girl. She only wants the best, and I hope she gets it. So I got to see pictures of some of the Miniverse mini foods they had done. And now I am tempted to buy some and do them on my channel so you guys can kind of see. I think they would make great gifts to the young ones in your family, or even yourself. Adults can do them too. My sister does them. But they're so cute. She did a little banana split. I guess there's like bundt cakes and stuff as well, and like ice creams or candy-coated strawberries. It's just so cute. And I didn't even know that they had a DIY miniature food toy out there, because I used to collect miniature foods like nobody's business. Sorry if you can hear my fridge turn on. I tried to turn all my fans off and stuff, except for the overhead fan, because today we are having more heat than we have been having, because yesterday was like 50 and lower, 50 degrees Fahrenheit, by the way. And today it's already 64 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's the highest it's been all week. So I do want my fan on because, as I've told you all before, 2 of my walls are basically covered in windows and they face the sun, and oh boy does it heat it up in here. Too bad it doesn't heat it up enough to keep it warm during the winter, but such is life. It happens. So my son has been doing good in school. If I haven't told you already, he is 5 years old. He is autistic, level 3, meaning he needs serious help and attention. And I had, what is it, his IEP, EIP, whatever it is. We had that meeting a few days ago, and I was shocked that a teacher told me he had spoken his first full, meaningful sentence, and nobody had told me until that meeting. My son does ooh, sorry about that, my throat just kind of closed. Echolalia, or like,
Go in there right now.
Sorry about that. He mimics and copies what he hears from TV shows or songs that he's interested in. And so that's typically how he would kind of communicate, but most of the time he's just kind of nonverbal, and he'll kind of make sounds or drag you to what he wants, or just more often than not get it himself if he can. So this teacher said that she was talking to one of the other teachers on the playground, and my son was on the swing set, and he just looks at her and says, "I want to push." And he's never spoken like a sentence where he was actually trying to relay information to someone. He does kind of talk. I mean, it's not talking. He communicates with me through tiny little cards, and I have like a Velcro wall for these cards, and he'll just kind of take the picture with the word of what he wants, and usually he'll just like come right up to me and shove it in my face instead of put it on the board. Just smack me in the face with it like, "Mama, I want this." So I was really happy to hear that he spoke a full sentence, and I kind of wish he would do it at home. But I'll take any progress, even if that progress is not with me. I just think that he understands that there are more children at school than at home, and that he really needs to kind of be assertive to get what he needs. So that's good. And we're going to try introducing him into school-provided lunches and eating them in the lunchroom with the other children. I don't know how that's going to go. He's very limited with his food selections, but they are hoping that giving him new foods and sitting him amongst his peers will kind of encourage him to try them. Of course, I'm still going to pack him a lunch of his safe foods. I also did provide the school with some frozen foods he eats, just in case, so they can cook that up for him as well. And I think I also opted to enroll him in summer school, where he takes special ed classes and needs more help than the typical student. My hope with that is it will help him not unlearn new behaviors they've been focusing on, and hopefully just also help him progress instead of fall back into his old habits. But he's been doing good. So does anybody in the US have anything planned for Thanksgiving? I don't think I do. Last year I paid my friend, I paid two separate friends actually. I paid them $100 each, one to drive and pick up my sister. She lives in, this is my younger sister, by the way, not my twin. She lives in New Hampshire, I believe. I paid one of my friends to drive there and pick her and her two children up. She has a son and a daughter. Her daughter is 3 weeks older than my son. We were pregnant at the same time. And she spent Thanksgiving here with us. And then I had paid a separate friend to bring them back home. I don't think we're going to be doing that again this year. My mother does have the week of Thanksgiving off, so I don't know if she wanted to go get my sister this time. Probably not, though. She might just end up going to visit, and I'll do my own thing, because I don't really have a whole lot of family around me except for my mother. She lives like 7-ish minutes away, maybe 5. But she keeps telling me I have the week of Thanksgiving off, but then she doesn't try to make plans, so, I'm not a planner either, so I'm not going to initiate the plan making, because I did that last year with my younger sister. And that was enough for me. Her kids, oh boy. That really reminded me why I don't typically like kids, except for my own. And I'm sorry if you can hear his tablet going off in the background. He's watching alphabet lore, which is kind of weird. And I really have to pay attention to which fan art versions of alphabet lore he watches, because there's some really weird stuff there that for some reason YouTube Kids does not block or remove. And I've emailed them quite a few times saying like, hey, can you maybe not allow this on YouTube Kids? Because, yeah, some stuff is said. And then on the more innocent end, there was like one spoof of SpongeBob where SpongeBob says "stupid boy" or something, And I don't want my son going to school going, stupid boy, and then the school thinking I call my son stupid. And I'm so sorry, I'm being really slow about my cross stitch. I'm not super fast when I'm talking. And now we gotta end it. I'm also sorry I'm not super zoomed in. I'm assuming you all are doing your own stitches. Come on. Okay, I got this. Perfect. So all I need to do, I don't even know if I can do it today because where all the businesses are closed down. All I need to do is call the referral place so I can get my foot checked on, to check on the healing, because where they put me in a boot, I have very small feet, and this boot is like 4 times the size of my foot, and I feel like it's very, very loose. I misstep a lot even with the boot on, and then my foot hurts really bad. I'm worried that it's not going to heal properly. I broke a few spots on the outer side of my foot, which is a bone that does not naturally get a lot of blood flow, so it is a slow healing fracture and break. So unfortunately, every time someone tells me, oh, I hope you heal quickly, that is not going to be the case. It is a very slow healing injury. And where I don't have like a plaster cast on it, I don't know how it's going to go. So I have to schedule an appointment with them so I can get checkups and make sure that I don't need surgery for it or anything like that. And I gotta tell you, the day it happened, it didn't even hurt. And I took a nap. And when I woke up from that nap, my foot was huge. It was like walking on a balloon. And then the following days, my foot turned almost like a blacky purple with all the bruising. And then as the swelling went down, the sharpness of the pain and the broken bones moving, it got so bad. So, hoping for the best there. I know this isn't going to be one of my longest videos. I just kind of wanted to give you guys a quick update because I haven't really been motivated to make stitch along videos or stitch with me videos. So I thought I would just kind of do that for you guys really quick. Thank you for watching. Give the video a like, subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you guys in the next review video. Bye-bye.